Hey, quickly before we start the video, I'd like to say I think I'm feeling a lot better now. For those who don't know, I was very sick, and I just wanted to say I'm thankful for those who posted a comment hoping that I'd get better. It meant a lot. So, setting that aside, we're going to talk about the Arrowhead developers accidentally leaking players' real names. Yeah, no kidding. We'll also go over the major order because some players are making a big mistake, and there's much more to talk about. If you would like to support the channel, please tap the like button below at any point and subscribe with notifications on. Let's start with the huge problem that just popped up recently, and it's not good at all. So I received a message from a member of my Discord who asked the Arrowhead team about their name being accidentally leaked through the social menu. In this image here, you can see he brought up that anyone he sends a friend request to, it would automatically reveal his real name. And that's quite concerning. I'm not too sure how many of you have been affected by this or if any of you had noticed this. So in the next response, the support team member responded back with this. Hey there, thanks for this and sorry for the delay. I've been talking to the developers about this as it's a matter with some urgency due to potential privacy concerns. The developers seem to have determined the cause thanks to this and similar reports and are working on a fix for this which they hope to release with the next patch. Yeah, that does not look good at all, guys, and it's honestly scary that your information can be revealed just like that easily, and for some reason it appears at the time that this might just be a PC related issue only, and you guys on console should not be affected by this. Now, the support team member replied back to this member a little bit later on, and this is what she had to say. Hi Helldiver, we're aware of this issue, we're sorry this happens, but rest assured, this problem is on our radar already. All I can ask is for your patience until the problem is patched. As your report is received, and I can't help you any further at this time, I will close this ticket. Thank you for your report. Now, as you can tell, it's on their radar, and it's definitely a strange bug that's specifically with the friend requests on Steam. Like I've said a few seconds ago, I do not believe this was an issue on console since this report was on PC. So apparently they had dropped an update that resolved this problem. You can see here in this last reply from the support team member, she wrote this in response. Hey there, we've pushed an update that we believe has resolved this issue for you and anyone else affected by the issue of incorrect names being displayed to friends. Please get back in touch and open a new ticket if this is not the case. The Arrowhead team member mentioned that they believe it was resolved with an update, yet it has not been resolved just yet. The member that messaged me confirmed it's still going on. Anyway, I'm not entirely sure if it was one of the recent hotfix patches or if it was an update that they implemented without requiring a download. Either way, this is a concerning bug, and I didn't even know there was a bug like this. For those affected by this, did it resolve the problem for you when they decided to update the game or not? Let me know in the comments. I will say I'm a bit shocked because the Arrowhead team member mentioned there were similar reports about this, so I'm surprised that no one brought this up recently. Anyway, I hope that clears up any concerns you may have had if this did happen to you as of late. Speaking of a hotfix, I'm sure you all noticed we received one recently, and boy was it a small patch. They basically resolved a crashing issue. As you can see here, it says crash on shutdown fix. Yep, that's really all they did. Patched a crashing issue that was going on, and I believe this won't be the last crash fix we'll see, considering almost all the recent patches address fixing some sort of bug that would cause your game to crash. Now, if you're wondering why there are so many issues with crashing, it's mainly due to the game's engine being outdated, and that's why the Arrowhead team has to resolve crashing issues almost in every patch. What I'll do in this video is leave a few examples here for you to check out, but if you would like to, you can check out the patch history on the official Helldivers 2 Discord. Okay, moving along, there's a mistake that a majority are making right now with the latest major order. Before I get into that, recently Akamar has been taken over by the Terminids. If you haven't seen the new dispatch, it says this. Emergency alert, the Terminid Research Center has suffered a catastrophic security breach. A massive subterranean hive erupted underneath Tyranny Park, massacring visitors and staff. The cause is under investigation, but previous unresolved incursions into the planetary perimeter may have been a factor. The outbreak has spread to the surrounding planets, including the Xenoentomology Center on Turin. The center has critical research data and must be protected. I didn't think it was a great idea to have a Jurassic Terminid type park, yet this just happened recently. And you can tell on the galactic war map that it has currently been taken over by the Terminids, resulting in 5 planets we have to defend. Yet as you can see, there's a big mistake going on here, and a few players have chosen to defend Turin instead of liberating Akamar. Now, why is this a mistake? Well, we're going to lose 4 planets to the Terminids when we could have just stopped the attacks by liberating Akamar. which only had 1% regen, while the other ones had a larger regen rate. Technically, it's not anyone's fault here, considering the developers haven't implemented a way to show how to pull off a gambit. For example, if you don't know what a gambit is, basically if you liberate Akamar right here, where it's pointing a bunch of arrows at the other planets, this will allow you to stop all of these defense events at once without having to go to each planet to defend it. So you can liberate one planet to stop all of the Terminid attacks, resulting in the fallen planets not being taken over by the bugs. Yet the sad news is that this is not going to happen, and we're going to lose the planets we had previously liberated. Hopefully sometime down the road, the developers will implement a way to show what a gambit is in the near future, since we know that the Arrowhead team had picked up a second game master, and it's going to be interesting to see what they do with the Galactic War map in the future. There is some good news about this situation. It appears that the Arrowhead team has plans to address the communication issues with Gambit on their Discord. We can see a post by Twinbeard where he wrote in response to a player and said, "I have a tendency to write verbose replies to eloquent posts like these, but honestly most of it can be lumped together into a TLDR saying, 'You're right, we know, and we're working on it.' The galactic map you see in game now is not in its final state. It will evolve over time. Hopefully there will also be, it's a TBD, a better way for us to communicate with players in game or for them to communicate with each other in the future. Finally, we're also working on something on Discord that might help elevate some of this as well, albeit not in game. Thanks for well-written feedback, Chief." Sure, it might not seem like an effective way to use the Helldivers 2 Discord to explain the gambit strategy, but I suppose it's better than nothing, right? I would appreciate it if they could explain it on the Galactic War map, or perhaps include a mini video that will pop up to clarify the strategy. Since we're on the major order topic, we lost Harsh, and I know at first glance it seems bad, but this is supposed to happen, just like previously when the Jet Brigade forces attacked us. Now, the reason why I say it's not too bad is mainly due to the fact that this is supposed to happen. We're supposed to fight off their forces so that over time, they become weaker and weaker, and their forces will be weakened to the point where they cannot send down as many jet brigades. But at the same time, it is sort of bad because the Automatons have figured out where the Democracy Space Station is located. The dispatch tells us this right here. Strategic alert, the Automatons have taken Tarsh. The DSS logistics hub has been destroyed. Fortunately, the facility is no longer essential, and the defense held long enough to safely evacuate an acceptable number of its valued personnel. However, the Automatons have pinpointed the location of the DSS. The Jet Brigade will soon advance towards Gale of Air. So I suppose it's not looking good as of right now, but we will be able to stop their forces soon enough, especially if we're able to get the Democracy Space Station online. We're very close to acquiring enough fuel since the bug kills are almost at 500 million. I believe once we get the required amount, it should activate the DSS right as soon as the major order is completed. It even mentions that in the briefing update. If that is the case, then we should expect the DSS to be fully operational and working today or tomorrow, since we're very close to completing it. I suggest you all keep an eye out for my next video. I'll be going into detail about the Democracy Space Station and all the features that come with it. Alright, up next, there seems to be a brand new ammo box that was discovered in game. I haven't seen it personally, but it looks like there's a new reddish and black ammo box that was found next to a few normal ammo boxes. Right here on the box it says Morgan's Son, contains explosive projectiles, the Big Bang is back, and lastly, level up to level out. This right here is fascinating. I haven't come across this in game at all, but if you have, let me know what your thoughts are on this. Could this have popped up recently since we have received a new patch, or was it always here and we just didn't notice? Also, there's a Helldivers 2 commercial based on Morgan's Son. If you haven't seen this, I'll showcase it now and you can catch me here in a few seconds.
My family has owned this same cabin for generations, right here in Superstone Park. Which is why I choose Morganson for all my hunting needs. Like this SG-12 breaker assault shotgun. Same as Pa. Now that is what I call tradition.
Hunting, warfare, home defense, but most of all, tradition. Morganson, a Super Earth company.
We are now going to show a leak preview of what it looks like inside of the Gloom and potentially a new weapon. With that being said, if you would like to skip ahead, then go to the description below to choose a timestamp to skip ahead. I will say it's not a huge leak, but I feel like it's worth including in this video so you can see what it looks like inside. Anyhow, this was revealed by Iron Sights on X, showcasing what the gloom looks like from inside the ship, and it looks gorgeous, but deadly at the same time. So I wonder if at some point down the road, we'll be able to develop safe technology to land on the planets within the gloom, and be able to exterminate the bug filth that resides on these planets. Also, Iron Sights had showcased this new weapon here that looks pretty sweet. Sadly, there's nothing we can discuss about it. We don't know how it will perform in game. We don't know the stats or really anything about it. Lastly, for today's video, I am now going to showcase a recommended loadout from the previous video. Remember, if you haven't been picked yet, resubmit your loadouts in the comments below, even if you've posted in a previous video, right? So, okay, with that being said, we have a loadout from a player named Selfishman. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, who posted a detailed description of what he uses. The loadout includes the explosive crossbow, which is great when used on commanders, hive guards, and smaller basic enemies in groups. The secondary weapon is the bushwhacker, which I personally prefer to use the whole entire rounds, you know, where you can switch it to use the entire rounds instead of just shooting one bullet. But yeah, it's great. You can shoot all the rounds at once, easily taking out commanders, and then you can switch to another option for the smaller enemies, so that way you're not using up all of your rounds. We've got gas grenades, which are used to confuse and daze the bugs. For stratagems, we're using the recoilless rifle to blow up charger heads, impalers, and bile titans. The three stratagems that pair incredibly well together are the orbital barrage, gas strike, and napalm barrage. If done right, you can take out an entire bug breach solo without any issues. It's quite a powerful loadout. This setup right here deserves a 5 out of 5 general brash stars. I have no complaints, it's amazing, so give it a try if you haven't already. With all the information being said, this is your Helldivers 2 news. If you guys would like to be featured at the end of the video, all you have to do is comment down below. If you get enough upvotes, you might just be featured in the next video. So let's go ahead and check out the top 3 comments. The first comment is by Oliver. Everyone to thrash, it is under attack. Then there's another comment that's quite similar, but this one is by Kenneth. Red alert, this is not a drill, everybody to Tarsh now. Yeah, as you guys know, it's been annihilated, it's done for, but you know, we can still liberate it again. We just gotta go back to that planet and get it eventually. And last but not least, we have DSG. People be like, vote kick would solve the problem. Changing their minds quickly when I get an alt count, join games with one guy, and repeatedly team kill that one guy while he's unable to kick either of us. Yeah, it's safe to say that nobody wants a vote to kick option, and I agree with you guys. I just brought that topic up because I wanted to know how you all felt about it, but it's cool to know that we're all on the same page. Anyways, I just want to say thank you again for everybody that commented last time and just said, you know, I hope you get better. It truly means a lot. I know I said that at the beginning, but I just wanted to clarify it again. I am truly thankful for you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys are amazing out there, man. But yeah, I'm still a little sick here. My nose is plugged. I'm kind of, you know, I got the chills running up and down a little bit here and there. But yeah, man, thank you guys so much, guys. It's truly amazing how great and kind you guys are. If you haven't already, subscribe with notifications on. Holy crap. See, I can't even speak either. My nose and everything. But yeah, thank you guys again, and I'll see you guys in the next video.